Hey all, welcome back to Sick and Tired, where I just want to try to make sense of everything health related. I'm just like everyone else, scrolling through thousands of contradictory videos on YouTube. One video contradicts the next video. I just don't know what to believe, and I don't want to get stuck in some kind of echo chamber where I'm only believing what I hear on CNN or the YouTube algorithm or even what my doctor tells me. Yeah, that's for another video, but yeah, I don't even trust my doctor anymore. So I was watching a video about fasting, and if you don't eat for a certain amount of time, you can enter a state of autophagy, and that's when your body starts to declutter all the damaged cells in the body. But apparently, if you make that a dry fast, and that means no water, autophagy becomes like 3 times more effective. So you get 3 times the results in the same amount of time if you don't have any water while fasting. So that sounds great, but the catch is that means no water. Like you don't wash your hands, you don't shower, you don't brush your teeth, because apparently the skin sucks up the moisture. So you can have 0 exposure to water. And that got me to thinking about the actor Matthew McConaughey. When I found out that he doesn't use deodorant, I thought, that's a little bit wacko. I've used my deodorant my entire life. It's just like a normal, healthy thing to do, right? You don't want to smell. You put on deodorant every day. He must be some kind of like a health conspiracy theorist or something, right? But now I'm thinking, if the body can suck up water, what if it's sucking up all the other things we're touching or putting on our bodies? I think back to all the times I've watched my wife putting on makeup thinking it's just a normal thing that women do. Every woman does it, and every woman is doing it younger and younger. They're starting like in preteen. So what if Matthew McConaughey is onto something? So here's the fun part. I found this app for my iPhone, and it's called Yuka. And I'm sure there are other apps that do the same thing, but this is the one I found. It's kind of fun. I just downloaded it from the Apple Store, the App Store. There's a scan button for barcodes on products. And I'm not going to lie, I was sitting on the toilet when I decided to load it up. I looked around for something to scan, and the first thing I saw was my shampoo bottle. You probably know the brand, it's Herbal Essences. I said, I wonder what's going to happen. Bam! Comes back with a score out of 100. That's what it does. It comes back with a score 0 to 100, and Herbal Essences came out with a 2. With the very blunt conclusion next to it, bad. Now, I don't know about you, but 2 out of 100 is not just bad, it's scary bad. So I guess it's a good thing I was already sitting on the toilet. All right, so let's see why. Why does Yuka say that Herbal Essences is bad? Okay, so it contains this little doozy, methylchloroisothiazolazone. You probably can pronounce it better than I can. So I click on the details, and it says it's highly allergenic and severely irritating for skin, eyes, and hello, the respiratory tract. Shampoo is not good for your respiratory tract. It's been banned from leave-on products in the EU, Australia, and Canada, and highly regulated for wash-off products. And if that's not enough, it's extremely toxic to aquatic life and can disrupt the foundation of the entire marine food chain. Well, great. The next chemical it highlights shows that it causes neurotoxicity in rats. And in case people get skeptical of the claims, maybe say the app is being alarmist, it does list all the scientific footnotes with hyperlinks. You can go check it out yourself. This is what I put on my body several times a week. The TV ads make it seem like a wonder product. Okay. Then you can press a button and the app gives you shampoo alternatives and the scores that all the alternatives have earned. Like, oh, if you get this shampoo, it's good. It's a 76 out of whatever. And it gives you a whole bunch of options. So it's not just pushing one that maybe was paid for by a company. So I said, let's try this again. I used a shaving foam at my dad's place. I scanned it. Came back 11 out of 100. Okay, so let's see what this sucker contains. Well, it contains BHT. Well, what's that? Just a little substance that has potential endocrine disrupting effects, particularly on the thyroid. May also have effects on sex hormones, fertility, and may also be found in the placenta or breast milk. Reported toxicity to the liver, kidneys, lungs, and blood in rats, and is extremely toxic to marine life. Well, there you go. I shave every day. Not like once in a while, like my brother who's... well, let's not get into that. I shave every day because I'm a real man. And the government thinks it's okay to let me put this on my skin and then wash it down the drain. Toxic to me, toxic to marine life. Government says, why not? Well, what about shampoos that are seen as pharmaceutical? Or like healthier for you? Like, say, Head and Shoulders. Yep. That thing you use to get rid of that nasty, unhealthy dandruff is actually scored as the most toxic thing possible. Okay, no more Head and Shoulders for me. Check this out. Food Compass. A scoring system that ranks food on a scale of 1 to 100 based on healthfulness. Was developed by researchers at Tufts University. Ooh. University researchers are experts, so we know we could trust them, right? Well, look at this. Look where Lucky Charms is, and now look near the bottom. Lucky Charms, the sugar cereal with super sweet marshmallows, was ranked higher than things like meat and eggs. Meat and eggs, actually real food. A scan with the Yuka app tells a very different story. 5 out of 100. Yuka says 5. The researchers say, very healthy, eat this before you eat meat and eggs. Thanks, researchers, for trying to keep me healthy. So now I'm going around scanning everything. Not only is it fun, but I can find all the unhealthy Trojan horses that might be causing me health problems. Maybe not right now, but down the road. So many people have chronic health issues that it's because we just accept the things that are sold in grocery stores are going to be okay for us to put on our skin or to eat. But I don't think all these government bodies that we use to regulate things are in it for us. I think they're in it for the money. Are you telling me that the researchers who scored Lucky Charms higher than meat and eggs are doing it because they actually think Lucky Charms is healthier? Or maybe because the cereal company funded their research? Now, while using the app is useful, there are a few things to be aware of. Sometimes there might be something that gets a bad score because of environmental reasons rather than health reasons. For example, I scanned my Himalayan pink salt and the app says sea salt is more environmentally friendly. Okay, fine. If I'm super concerned about the environment, I guess I can switch. But I have to realize that it's not getting a bad score because the pink salt is unhealthier than the sea salt. It may also give some foods poor scores for being too high in sodium, for example. And that's fine. But if you're on a ketogenic diet or a carnivore diet, you don't retain your sodium. And so you need to increase your uptake. So if they're not measuring these things in that kind of paradigm, then it might say that salt is bad for you. Okay, well, we know different when we're in the carnivore community. So some critical thinking is still required. But overall, this is a fun and helpful tool to eliminate the poison that industry is trying to normalize. Industry is trying to tell us it's healthy. It's going to make you beautiful. And then they shrug while the world gets sicker and sicker and they collect their paychecks. Well, that's it for this week. Why not give Yuka a try? Download that. It's free. That's the best part. Or a different app. I don't care. I'm not sponsored. But it's fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this has been helpful. At least now we know that Matthew McConaughey is onto something. He's not a wacko. Well, he might be. Just maybe not in this case. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about next week. I have a few ideas. But I hope you come back and discover what I'm going to discover. Thanks for watching.